Whether you're just starting your fitness journey or you're looking to reignite that spark, confidence is key. Confidence isn't about a shape, it isn't about a size, it's about how you show up for yourself and how you continue to show up for yourself along the process. Today we're going to talk about ways in which you can build unshakable confidence during your fitness journey at any size, age, shape, whatever the case may be. We're going to get you confident. So let's get started. Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Miranda. Whether you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for joining again. Today we're going to be talking about ways in which you can build your confidence at any size, shape, age, experience during your fitness journey. No one said it's going to be easy, but there are ways in which you can build up your confidence throughout the journey in order to feel like your best self. So let's talk about them. First thing we're going to talk about is not such a big one, but it is something that can help along the way. So potentially choosing a fitness role model. Now, this fitness role model doesn't have to have a six-pack. They don't have to be skinny. They don't have to be able to lift 700 pounds. They need to be able to be somebody who you can look up to in a sense of how you can grow along your journey. So for instance, when I had first started, I've always been an athlete, so I tend to look towards people who have more of an athletic build and not people who necessarily have abs or whatever the case may be. So I'll pop up some examples here, and these people along my journey have been able to show me that you can be whatever shape you want, whatever size you want, and still be confident on or off camera. So I highly recommend finding someone who you can look up to along the way in order to show you that it's not one size fits all. The second thing is going to be to invest in aesthetic and comfortable athletic wear. So along the journey, it is hard to just automatically assume that you have to look a certain type of way in the gym, especially when you have Pilates princesses or girls with six packs or girls who can wear a sports bra in the gym. It's not always going to be the case. When I first started, I absolutely showed up in the gym in a full tracksuit because I was comfortable. Not only was I comfortable, I was not wanting to show off my body because I didn't feel as confident in it. But now, even if I was the same size, me building my confidence allowed me to be able to wear whatever the heck I want. So I highly recommend investing in athletic wear that keeps you comfy, keeps you cozy. Whether you want to show more skin, whether you want to show less skin, just make sure you feel confident and comfortable along the way. So the third tip is going to be to set realistic goals. And I know you guys hear it all the time, but realistic goals are things that are going to keep you on track. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't make your goal to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. It's not only unhealthy, but not realistic whatsoever. So your goal for the week could be to take 10,000 steps. It could be to get in 100 grams of protein. It could be to show up to the gym 1 day a week. Because when we first start, it's not always the easiest to show up. So set realistic goals for yourself and make a little checklist, reward yourself, give yourself a pat on the back because you deserve it, even for the little things. And when setting these goals, make sure they're specific to you. You don't want to be looking at someone else's journey and be like, you know what, they did this, so why can't I? And sometimes we can look at it like that, but when we're first starting, make sure that you're setting goals realistic to you so that if something does go left or you're not able to achieve them, you're not down on yourself or you're not upset because you weren't able to do so. So make sure you're setting realistic goals that are specific to you along your journey. And also find your why. Why are you going to the gym? Why are you wanting to be confident? Why are you wanting to do all of these things? Because if not, it's hard to look at the bigger picture when you can't even figure out the little things. So next thing is going to be to overcome gym anxiety, and I know it sounds a lot harder than what it is, but the biggest tip for me when it comes to just starting on your fitness journey is to create a plan. So whether that plan is to do upper body a certain amount of days, lower body a certain amount of days, whether you want to go to the gym just to scope it out for the first time, that is something I highly recommend. And if it's your first time in a new gym, I still do the same thing. I'll start on a treadmill or a Stairmaster to kind of be above everyone and see what's going on and check out where the machines are. So I highly recommend doing that. And a lot of the times we need to realize that when we go into these gyms, a lot of the machines are grouped together, especially if you're not using free weights. If you're using the machines, they tend to put all the legs together, all the arms together, abs together. So take a look for that as well, because it makes it a whole lot easier when you're trying to figure it out. Another way to overcome gym anxiety is maybe to not go during peak hours. I know it becomes a little bit difficult when you work a 9 to 5, but I highly recommend either going super early in the morning or late at night, and whether that's to just even look at the place or to figure out where everything is. Like, no one's saying that you have to go during these super early times and just get a crazy workout in. I just recommend going there to kind of scope out your gym, see what you're comfortable using, check out all the amenities. Make sure you're using the amenities because you're paying for them, so use them. So the next tip is going to be to celebrate non-scale victories. I know we want to see the scale go down, but another way that you can check is, how are you feeling? How are you feeling along your journey? Are you eating healthy? Are you losing in inches? Do your pants that were a bit too tight feel a bit bigger now? These are non-scale victories that you can give yourself a check mark for because you actually deserve them. You being on your fitness journey does not only mean that once you hit a certain goal weight that it's going to be end all be all. Your goal could be to fit in a pair of pants. It could be to lose a couple inches. It could be to show up to the gym. Like, these non-scale victories become so much bigger when you're able to do the little things beforehand. So the next tip is going to be to utilize visualization. I can't even say that, it's hard. So what I mean with visualization is create your confident self in your mind. Whether you have to write it down, whether you have to break down the characteristics of what it means for you to actually be confident, do that. Whether you have to look at someone and be like, oh my gosh, like, how do they ooze all of this confidence? Maybe check the little things that they're doing. Do they look in the mirror every morning and tell themselves how great they are? Do they show up for themselves 6 out of 7 times a week? Whatever it may be, visualize yourself as your best self, because it also takes away from negative self-talk, which we don't want. Another tip could be to bring a friend. It's hard and lonely starting your fitness journey by yourself, so I highly recommend seeing if there's someone who can join the journey with you, because it not only makes it a little bit more fun, but it makes it a little bit of a competition, and we all love competition, but it's always friendly competition. So I would recommend bringing a friend with you, or just kind of, even if you're doing workouts at home, like FaceTime a friend, just someone to be there with you to kind of push you and help you along your journey, because it does get lonely when you're doing it by yourself. So I do recommend having a friend or support system along the way. So the last tip is going to be to create a vibe. Your fitness journey does not have to be you in the gym lifting heavy. It could be you at home walking on your walking pad. It could be you at home doing mat Pilates. All of these things can happen at home. I just recommend to try to make things as fun as possible, because your fitness journey, it's not just something that's going to last a few weeks, a few months. It is literally a lifestyle. So when you get in the consistent mindset of how this lifestyle is going to look, I highly recommend making it fun, making it flirty, making it aesthetic, making it you. So a lot of the times we see girls online who are posting certain things and you're like, oh my god, like, her kitchen is so aesthetic, this and that. Especially if you're not a creator, it doesn't matter what your kitchen looks like as long as you're having fun in it. So if you can go in there and have fun while you're creating your food, trying new things, highly recommend. But please, the biggest takeaway from this is to understand that confidence is not one size fits all. Confidence is from within. Confidence is how you show up for yourself, how you motivate yourself every day, and how you stay disciplined. So make sure that when you are on this confidence journey, that you try to make it as tailored to you as possible, because no one's journey is going to look the same. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. See ya.